gentlemen, welcome back to COD Shams. Hola, el hombre es espacio, joined by Alley Cat. How are you doing? You like that I did that? That was
How am I supposed to, what am I supposed to say after you just show me up like that?
I don't know. You think I showed you up? I was told that 5 seconds before we came on, and I felt I had to share it with you guys. But welcome back to the Delta stream, of course. We have another match coming up. We're going to see EG finally going to make their debut here. There's been a lot of upsets today, and we have to look specifically at the fact that LG lost to Singularity. I want to give you props. You said Singularity, they're a team to look out for, and what do? They 3-0 LG.
Listen, in Miami, y'all asked me, like, oh, what team are kind of looking out for? Sure, I threw Singularity in there just because I watched a couple of their matches, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty solid team. They've been winning pretty cleanly, and now they're just making me look way better, so congratulations to Singularity on that 3-0.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see how this match eventually plays out. Allie, I'm excited to get into it, and well, what better way to get into it than just hop right into the damn game. Let's go, EG versus Carnage. Let's get started on your screen. Of course, Hardpoint Hacienda. This is a map that EG has played consistently well on. They saw them at Miami. This was their preferred choice, and they have picked it again once here at Champs.
Now, Carnage did finish top 8 at Miami. They did fall to Singularity, what we're speaking of now. We see why, because they've done such a great showing here so far. And to Mazer, so I'm interested to see how they fare against a Pro League team. It looks like EvilGeniuses in the hardpoint for the first couple seconds.
Well, Accuracy's going to be the one inside, and he's been really the best AR they could have asked for coming into the later part of this season. This team started off a little bit rough. I know Revan has made a couple of changes to try to fix their chemistry, and once that happened, they've gotten the reps in. We saw it on Trading Shots. Cap talked about the fact they feel good. They went to the boot camp. They're feeling great about their chances here, but they have a very good team going up against Carnage. Pentagram especially has been a force when it comes to that open bracket side, and let's see what he can do here going up against one of the better pro teams.
I think EvilGeniuses will very easily be able to take this as long as we see Apathy and Exotic show up. They've been kind of our inconsistent players this season, but obviously, as you can see now, Apathy is having the map of his life right now. He is 7-2. What we expect from a world champ.
Well, it's 43-0 at this point. EG doing a fantastic job of not only staying alive, but getting themselves inside the hill, keeping the gunfights on the outskirts, but still, they have control for now. Destiny shuts down too, as Cat will go back to respawn. Attach cleans up Charles, and, well, it's been all EG. A full 60 seconds, a full hill time in their back pocket, and they're adding on more.
Carnage at that point, they are spawning in the back of Old, and they should have already realized the situation that all 5 are there set up. We should work on rotation, but now they're going to be late. Number 9, that is J-Cap. Sitting in the cute little corner, he picks up 2 coming through well, and now all of a sudden Carnage don't even have rotation, and they're down by 77 points. Yeah, Charul's hanging out in outer fence. I hope I pronounced that right, but even then, he can get a couple kills, but where are his teammates to help him? They might get a couple seconds, but EG is on their way.
And while all this has gone on and unfolded, Apathy does have the Lightning at 9-4, Accuracy at 6-2. App getting very close to that grab slam. We've seen his consistency with it, and he's going to be a player to look out for as this event unfolds. We've talked about a lot of players' final form at Champs. Of course, if you want to go back and be as cliche as possible, yes, Formal is one of them. John is one as well. Can we talk about Apathy? This man has been to so many events. He has shown up. He's a 2-time world champ. He goes into a different animal when it comes down to this event, and it's going to be interesting to see, can he hit that again this weekend?
It looks like it so far. Carnage starting to warm up a little bit. They did break this hill, but there is only 9 seconds left, and they need to start rotating. They did get clean swept by EG, so again, EG is early on rotation. They're already there. It's going to be 3 players, but they will have to deal with about 3 players from Carnage making their way over. They did get 2, so Carnage should be able to have the numbers break this, but Apathy calls in the Lightning, picks up 4.
15-6, Allie. All 4 streak just from that streak itself. Now 100-31. We are only in our first rotation. We are still waiting to go back to our initial hill, and it's just been all of EG. They have control of Rock. Apathy on the outside looking for more. Make that a 5 streak. Does get cut down finally. 16-7, and on the other side, 3-8 for Destiny, 10-8 for Pentagram. You're not getting close to the specialist. Well, Exotic trying to bounce back at 10-3, getting close to that Tempest as well. He is on an absolute tear. On a 2 spree, 43 seconds to his name, Allie. They're going to get close to these specialists in just a couple seconds.
All we can hope for on the side of Carnage is that they're just getting their jitters out. You know, this is their very first game of the day, not to mention series, and it's against EvilGeniuses, who obviously on their side have some big names going up against them. So hopefully this is just their first game jitters, trying to warm up and get things rolling. But EG just makes this look like a walk in the park.
Yeah, and you have 3 world champs on EG who can help command this team towards a late run. 260 away from your Lightning. You have the Slam app. Could do some serious damage. Here it comes. Is able to connect with 2. Gets the Lightning as well. Hopping inside the hard point. Well, they get control as back as well. And now the Lightning being pinged. Let's see if he's able to spot a couple. Going to wait to call it off. Just looking for some information, but still Alley. They have control, and they're looking for more.
Carnage just looks like they're starting to funnel in certain areas. Like, pay attention, number 5 just spawned up. That is vicious. He's looks like a go connector, which I understand you need to get them off of ult. That is 20 seconds that you don't want EvilGeniuses to further that lead with, but you also need to worry about rotation. Once again, there is 15 seconds left in first hill, and nobody's made their way towards new. That is 3 for Carnage, but that doesn't do anything for time because EvilGeniuses are spawning in the back. They will have rotation. There are 2 in front. Pentagram making his way up, but he did get stunned, and Apathy gets 2. 1, unfortunately, his teammate, but Carnage has just been picked apart. It feels like there's 2 of them pushing forward, and EG answers right back.
They kept fighting for ult, and while that's happening, they lost the spawns in the back. Now they have to go for the retake onto Lambo. Still 45 seconds, plenty of time to fight over, but the game slowly being put out of reach. If they get the full 40 here, it will be 202 to 51. You cannot go down that far early in this game, in this mode, at this tournament. It is just something it can absolutely stifle a team's momentum, and it cannot happen here. You need to at least get some rhythm under your belt. We've talked about it all day today, how teams have struggled, how teams have not come in and put on a good show. You need something positive going into tomorrow.
And I feel like a lot of our games today, we've seen kind of the underdog team start off a little slow and then slowly gain their momentum, slowly warm up, maybe start making a little bit of a comeback, even though it was too late. And I'm just waiting for that to happen to Carnage. I'm waiting for them to get their teamwork together. Looks like they are going to rotate this time, so there's something that we haven't really seen, and hopefully they can hold some time here and kind of get that rhythm started.
Well, you have control of fences. Pentagram is watching, waiting for accuracy. Of course, TAC-5 boost. Here comes the Hellstorm from App. Let's see if it connects with a couple. Hovering for now. Pentagram escapes, not able to find a cover for the second blast. And JCap does get taken out by the War Machine, so Specialists being invested on both sides. Let's see what else they're able to cook with. App still sliding, burning. The Tempest connects. He's able to get more. 33 seconds. They have complete control offensive. They've broken open this hill, and they have stopped Carnage from getting any pressure inside.
And now that Carnage has been broken and EvilGeniuses are so close to hitting that 250 mark, you feel they would kind of wolf pack it a little more and try to hit them from the front, push somebody in mid. Exotic gets streaks. I mean, it's 222 to 65. At this point, find your rhythm. At this point, play as a team, get your comms worked out, because a 222 to 72 comeback, yes, it's possible, but you need to start playing as a team.
And yet again, App getting close to another slam at 28 and 11. Accuracy stops Water. 14 and 9 for him. He will get the Vision Pulse with another kill. Attach still working on that War Machine. You do have a TAC-5 boost for Carnage, but you need kills to follow with that. You can't just burn it and play your life. You need something going. 222 to 92. It's just way too out of reach at this point. They've had no pressure inside the hill. Charles just tempts himself or his teammate, one or the other. It doesn't matter. Nothing going right now for Carnage. It's all EvilGeniuses.
Carnage had a good setup on that hill. Like, it's not like they had first rotation. They had the first couple of seconds. They had the setup, but on the side of EvilGeniuses, they have the streaks, unfortunately, to break them. So it looks like Carnage is obviously warming up a little bit, but it's just too late. There's too many streaks. There's too many specialists on the side of EG. They already have such a comfortable lead. They barely have to do anything. But Carnage is doing a very good job contesting and trying to get as many points as they can.
And it's the first game of the day for both these teams, and sometimes it shows it, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, EG running away, only need 9 more seconds, and this game is put out of reach, and we'll be looking at a very quick S&D, if that. Accuracy looking for more at top halls, and the shots are there, the hit markers as well, but he's not able to connect on the kill, just 300 away from that lightning burning, not able to turn and find the kill. JCap and Apathy in your kill feed, and they're looking to put this one out of reach, and they may be able to do it in just 1 second.
And there it is. So, I mean, Carnage, they started to warm up a little bit near the end. That was kind of what we were hoping for. We were hoping for a little bit more of a rhythm out of them, and I feel like we started to see that a little bit. Just obviously, as it usually goes, they turned up just a little too late, and EG obviously was fairly comfortable the entire game.
Yeah, they were. And again, EG just came out strong, and that's something that E6 did as well. And a lot of the times we've seen this today, it's been the pro teams coming out strong. They've been on those long days where maybe you don't play till late in the afternoon. You have time to either scrim or rest up. Same thing with Midnight. They came out, they smoked in Game 1. It's another situation here, and the amateur team has to be able to bounce back in Game 2. Will we be able to see it? We can only wait and see, but loaded into S&D, I want to know what you're thinking. EG looked very strong. I mean, it was not even a contest. It was a complete wash on almost every hill. What do you need to see out of Carnage? Do we need to see, you talked about it a little bit. You said that the 5-man pushes weren't there. Is that something you need to break up in S&D and say we need to make EG uncomfortable?
Well, S&D, obviously, I say English is not a thing I know. S&D is not always a team game, team round. You can have your stars, but because it is 5v5, you can't really just have one or two. Your whole team needs to be doing something on the map. And if you look at Carnage Gaming, I would think S&D when they see that team. They have Pentagram, obviously someone that comes from the S&D side of competitive of Call of Duty. Wow.
Competitive Call of Duty all works. It's all the same.
Call of Duty, whatever. But he comes from that side of Call of Duty, so you expect a little bit more out of Carnage when it comes to S&D. EG, obviously, pro team, very solid, but they don't really have any S&D stars that stand out on that squad. So hopefully we see a little bit more out of Carnage coming into it.
Yeah, and because EG was the higher seed, of course, they did get to pick map 1, and we know that they love Hacienda Hardpoint. It'd be interesting to see what was chosen for map 2. And I believe that EG does struggle on Arsenal S&D. They've been a bit shaky. We saw it, I believe, once or twice at Miami. But this is a team that not only has respawn abilities, they have S&D power. You have attach, accuracy, JCap, of course. There's no reason to really go in depth with him. We all know what he's done. Apathy as well. He's a nuisance. Wow. He's a nuisance.
I'm rubbing off on you.
He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance in S&D, and he's a fantastic up-and-close player. And he really gets in your face, especially if you move into a map like Arsenal where light pressure is really big. That's a situation where EG could run away with it, but we just have to wait and see how it goes.
Yes, so it will be an Arsenal S&D. My eyes are honestly on Apathy right now because, as we've spoken before, he is a Champs player. When Champs comes around, we always expect him to do incredibly well, so I'm waiting to see if he makes some noise during this S&D.
Yep, well, we can only wait and see, but before, again, we get loaded into game number 2, we are going to jump to another quick commercial break. When we come back, S&D, EG, we'll see you soon. Game 2 S&D, EG versus Carnage. Welcome back. I hope you guys are sticking with us, and we appreciate you guys being here all weekend long. Of course, I am Spaceman, joined by Alley Cat, and we are live on the Delta stream. Of course, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are all over at twitch.tv/Call of Duty, respectively. Insert that name. So now that we're actually here, let's get loaded right into Game 2, Alley. Well, I made a quick prediction, and I said if we go to Arsenal, I mean, Apathy could be a hell of a force. Well, guess what? We're going to Arsenal S&D, and this could be a very dangerous map for Carnage.
Aw, the jet hoodie looks so nice. I love this load-in screen. It makes me feel at peace.
It always
before
looks
the
fun
storm.
until I play it and realize I have absolutely no clue where to be on the map.
Till all the
And
chaos happens.
that is why Chance carries me in League Play all the time.
Wow, Chance doesn't carry me in League Play.
Well, you got to be about that Minnesota life, you know?
All right, you know what? You're canceled. Window.
Well, loaded into S&D. Well, here we go. Noobs on your screen. They have two players, of course, from EG on the left, and it looks like they had lobby pressure, but still, first blood falling for Carnage. Accuracy responds. Now a 4v3. That bomb yet to go down. Still wondering what the hesitation might be. They just want pressure inside. Oh, Pentagram slides in. Now a 3v2 with 56 seconds left.
I told you, Pentagram, knowing he comes from S&D, he's showing that prowess now. He is 2-0. Imagine EKA got a couple team shots in there. It's a 2v2, though, at the end of the day. Pentagram is making a rotation as well as Vicious towards A again. They were already there. They were trying to play a little bit of a juke. They catch Apathy off guard. Now it's a 2v1. Bomb going down.
App was looking for the bomb. He was looking up and seeing if a player was planting, and now that they're backed up, a situation where Attach can absolutely win it. Of course, bomb on the backside of P1. So if he spots it, he knows that, well, they can't really be in lobby unless they're overzealous. So looking in the corners, checking every line of sight that he has to. Sniper might be able to spot Vicious in the corner, and if he is, well, he's only got 26 seconds out. He's got to make a play.
Attach with the sniper. Well, he has an ICR. I wish he would have had that out in the beginning, but I mean, 2v1 situations, you know they're both there. They play the trade, bomb down. It's kind of like, you can try it, but it probably won't work out.
That'd be some great comms from my teammates. You can try it. It's not going to work out, so nice job, man. They're like, oh, thanks, guys. So glad we're all here together. Yeah, absolutely, but still, this is kind of the rhythm you need from Carnage. You need something to get going. And I feel like we've harped on this point 1,000 times today, but it's been 100% true. The pro team comes in, they take game one, it's a wipe. And we come in, and each time we say, whatever amateur team it may be, you need to respond in game two. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. And for the majority of the time, it just seems like the pro players have absolutely wiped everyone else off the map. Let's see if Carnage can break that cycle.
We're on board with Attach, heading over to our B site. Looks like Destiny's got the information. His teammates are starting to come for the backup. Nobody's in the deep back. Never mind, I lied. There is one. It is Destiny, but he is hard stunned in this moment. Nade almost catches Exotic. Bomb will go down for EvilGeniuses.
Supposed to get the plan. Exotic there. One player on the IsleNet trophy stops one. Pentagram, oh, he gets taken out. And it looked like Apathy was trying to slide over and watch the angle, but because he does that, they lose that line of sight, and now you flood through lobby. That's two more falling, but Exotic still alive. He finds two. Now 4-2, 27 seconds to work with. That bomb's still down. They just got to defend against one. There is no reason EG don't take this round.
Exotic played that so well as JCap. JCap was watching over him so perfectly, and Exotic getting that two-piece was very important for them to take the round because they were pushed back guns, what could have been a dangerous situation, but Exotic said, nah, I got it. Leave me by myself, guys. I got JCap on my left. I'm not going to die.
And Vicious had to back up. Of course, you don't want to give them any progression towards streaks, towards specialists, towards utility. That bomb goes off. You find a kill if you're not supposed to. That's a problem. Doing everything right, EG able to respond with a nice quick round. And how big was Exotic on the bomb site? Playing the heady perfectly, able to find two, and he stops everyone inside of lobby. Once App dies, that opens up a nice initial push, but Exotic was there, they weren't prepared for him, and that opened things up for the rest of the round. So going into round number 3, we'll see who your bomb carrier will be. That rhymed. Did not intend it for it to actually happen.
We did it, actually.
Destiny on your screen. Let's see what he's cooking with off the start. It looks like A might be the main objective for now.
Pentagram is obviously having a very good game so far. He is 4-1. Just need a little more of a push out of his teammates. Could be much more of an easier game. Looks like both team sides are playing pretty patient, but they're kind of mimicking each other in a way. We got two people in vent peeking each other. I don't think either of them have noticed each other yet. 3 push through mid now.
Oh, and A is completely open. Other than Vicious being there, they can move that bomb over and try to take out 2, but it's just a little bit too much, right? You would have to fly at Attach, and you would have to fly right at Apathy. But if you're able to do it, I mean, that would be a hell of a play. Still waiting. Looks like a stun will come over. No, it was a nade. It doesn't connect with any. They don't know they're here yet, but they've suspected the delayed push. They've waited long enough. And it looks like Destiny and crew will rotate through mid and try to go for A because Pentagram is there, and it's completely wide open, but they're taking too long.
I love that re-wrap by Carnage to make the decision instead of fighting that really, really hard B fight. They're going to make the wrap and go A. If you see a couple members from EG have rotated into lobby, but Carnage should be able to get bombed down as long as they get the kills out of lobby. Pentagram, Tatch gets 2 with his nade though. I wish Pentagram peeked that a little earlier, but he finds 2 as well. It is a 3v2. Carnage, bomb's not down yet.
Exotic was caught slipping. Exotic was caught asleep in the corner, and EG is very lucky that that did not spell disaster and they did not go down 2-1. But another situation, again, where you look at a pro team, look at a team like EG, and when those things happen, you still, in the back of your mind, you're like, there's still not a huge chance they lose this round. because you have that individual talent. Not taking anything away from Carnage, but there's a reason that EG and those players are professionals, and there's a reason that Carnage has come up through the amateur bracket. They've proven they can be here. You got to execute when you're here. This is the biggest event of the year. You got to make sure you come out all cylinders.
I agree, and that nade out of attach, I mean, that is just incredible and unfortunate for the side of Carnage Gaming, because how many times does a cluster get a two-piece in that situation? But if anyone's going to do it, it's attach. Blind counter on A. We're going to see a big 5v5 trades going out.
Exotic again, another two-piece. And it's been the story today in this S&D. It's 2 in a row for him, and that's what kind of breaks this open, right? That bomb can move up. Attach doesn't feel so worried about being picked from the side. Exotic spots 2. They tell Attach to back up. There's no reason to challenge. Now bring Attach back, put the bomb down, and just play the man advantage. It looks like they're doing just that.
They have the obvious information that the 2 are in the back, so the only places they could truly come from are lobby and back steps, because how many people are going to full wrap through mid? However, Destiny does get 1, but Exotic has just been a unit this entire map. I mean, he is what, like 6-2 right now?
That, I guarantee you, that play was not Exotic realizing there was a player next to him. It was Attach saying, turn to your left and swing. Because as soon as he comes into frame, he was clocked out and he was deleted. But again, that's the communication from EG. They get the bomb down, they play the trades. It got a little bit scary, 3-2, but still, they take the round and they now go up another, I believe 3-1. Yes, they are. So quick mass, love to see it. Yep, yeah, I was like, what's the round count here? So, but on the other side, looking at Destiny 2 and 4, 1 and 4 for noobs. Charles 0 and 4. You need more production because Exotic has been carrying and Attach and JCap doing everything.
All right, Carnage should be able to take this bomb site. It is a 2v5, but the rest of EG is rotating, but they got first blood. And that's always one of the most important things is whoever gets first blood is usually the people that take the round. But EG answers right back from deep steps, but Destiny noobs get them.
That
bomb
nade
should be going down.
Bounced off the wall, and I think they were trying to clear out back steps. Yeah, it didn't work. And, well, they got pulled out of that situation. Attach, snipe on screen. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. Oh, just waiting, just hesitating a little bit. Just trying to get a clean shot. Well, now they know he's here. Oh, and Pentagram says, screw it, I'm going for it! Attach takes him off of the map. Looking for one more, and it tries to turn around the corner. Not able to do so. 1v2, EvilGeniuses. Look like they may drop this round.
I feel like Accuracy just watched that unfold like, oh, nice snipe. Wait, why are you running? Why are you running?
He was like, gosh, he's like, are you going to get that, or is that going to be me? Nope, okay. 1v1, 4 seconds left. Yep, not going to be able to take this one even with the kill, but maybe pat the stats, maybe get close to that lightning. Charles challenges, wins the gunfight. Bomb goes off. So again, Carnage responding. Seems like every now and then there's a couple jabs from EG. They go up by 2 rounds. Carnage slows it down, brings it back. But still, another situation where even in like a 2v3, 2v4, I'm sitting here thinking there's a good possibility that EG could clutch this.
In each round, it's not even like they're sweeping rounds other than that one from EG. They're pretty close. It's kind of like, okay, 3v4, 2v2, 1v1. It's like they've both been answering to each other incredibly well. So it's all about who really just starts taking it and running with it. Because at this point, we need someone to get 2 in a row or 3 in a row. But it's been so back and forth.
It absolutely has. Now headed into round number 6. JCap looking for a player to peek. No one doing it just yet. Exotic, of course, will be running bomb. He doesn't spot anyone mid, and they're going to wait for a first blood to fall. Accuracy does get tagged. That nade connects with the flak jacket, so they know that someone's here at least. JCap gets stunned out of position, and Noobs picks him up.
If you pay attention to number 10 Attach, he's just playing the information at A and relaying it to his teammates. Bomb was chilling in mid, just waiting for the clear to go anywhere. But Charles does pick him up, and Apathy will go ahead and get that bomb. But he was waiting for that information and got it. But Carnage answered right back with getting those kills and pinching from mid. So we are going to see rotation out of EG. They have complete control of A site, so hopefully they can make it past lobby and get that bomb down. Apathy has 3 players tailing him, and he knows it, and he's hoping Attach can get those kills. But now it is a 1v3.
This should be a round for Carnage to pull out. Yep, they close it down. Now tie game. Game number 2, we could go the distance. It would be an amazing thing to see for us, but still tied 3-3. And it's been good responses from Carnage. They've slowed the game down. They've been able to pick off a couple at a time. But again, it always comes down to first blood. And a lot of the times when teams struggle in Respawn, when they struggle in S&D against pros, it comes down to just playing simple S&D. Play by the books. First bloods do mean something. I know as you have 5 people hitting a site, but you take out JCap, that stops the push over to B, and it gives you time to find Exotic with the bomb. It gives you time to get to attach out of position if he's running a sniper at outskirts. It's all about just finding the information where you can.
Well, one thing I've been thinking about a lot is with First Blood, you know, we've been so used to the 4v4 format, you basically create a 5v4, so suddenly it just seems so much easier to take control of the map in that situation. So that's also another way to look at First Bloods being really a way to take around. We're on board with Vicious, though, sniping at A. Ooh, he quickly snaps on attach. Ouch! That had to hurt.
Yeah, I said ouch in my head. I was just like, wow, yeah. If we sing ouch out loud, that definitely means that was a hell of a shot. Snaps from him. That bomb just on the outside of lobby. Looks like it's going to get picked up for now. All of EG stacking up the back steps. They could get a perfect retake here. Exotic able to tag him a couple times. Exotic with another 2-piece accuracy there. Shut it down, close it out. That was a hell of a snipe, but it was a hell of a retake from EG, and they go up 4-3. Again, another situation where EG looks like they're on the brink of the back foot. They have to find a way to come back in the round. They 3-hit back stairs, and they just completely wipe Carnage off the site.
Vicious, I mean, that was so unfortunate for him. He wide peeked, and he saw all 3 of them sprinting at him, and he was like,
yep.
Help.
Exotic was already shooting, and Exotic found another 2. We'll see what he's cooking with at 8-4. It looks like we're going to get close to the Tempest. On the other side, Pentagram will have the attack 5 if we get a little bit further in our rounds, but it may be a little bit too soon because this game could swing wide open on either direction. But for now, EG doing a good job getting themselves on the site. They have pressure there as well. Looks like they're going to get a quick plant down, but Pentagram does take out attach, and they have to know more here.
Vicious got all that information backstairs. That 5 were running at him. You saw all the members from Carnage Gaming back up, and now they have control of the site. They took down the 2 that were close. Now it's all up to JCap and his ICR, and Apathy is in mid, but will he make it in time? No, Pentagram hopped on the bomb before they even got a chance, and that is something we haven't seen yet today, is a quote-unquote ninja defuse.
And this could be the best case scenario for EG, is that App and JCap don't die in that engage, right? The bomb gets diffused. They still can work on any streak that they may be working on. They're specialists when you're still counting. That's the best case scenario. You don't lose a life. You don't give them any idea of your next play. You're just trying to outlive the clock, and they did it. So looking on side, well, JCap not really close, and I believe Apathy not close either. So another situation where, again, we're going to be looking at about 1 specialist across the board for either team. Attach looking for a peek. Let's see if he can find it. Destiny might get punished, but they elect to back up. Oh, and this cluster could go huge. This cluster could go so big, but the flak jacket's there, and it stops any damage.
Thank goodness Carnage learned from last time that they need flak on when attach is on the other team with battery. They are getting hard countered right now with EG. Honestly, the best situation for them was to try and fight and back up, but they're staying here. They're trying to get this bomb down at A. Number 1, Noobs. He's still in vent. He should probably push out mid. He won't get a pick on anyone other than maybe attach if he peeks it enough, but he's ready for it.
Attach is ready and waiting, and if he's able to connect on the bomb, that's going to be a flood play for them. Attach turns, not able to connect. Looking for more. He gets the quick scope, able to find Charles. That bomb's down. Attach still hunting. They have him in their sights. Oh, he's only got 1 bullet. You got to reload, buddy. JCap there, the Guardian Angel. Now 2v1 with 23 seconds. That bomb still has yet to go down.
JCap just been protecting his players this entire game. Strife comes in clutch, attach with the final kill. I wish I would have seen a deep rotation out of Carnage in that situation, you know? Because especially when you're up against a team like EG, you're like, yeah, we're really good at S&D, so let's play our strategies to our advantage. You know, let's play our movement. Let's play our 1v1s, because the team fights, I don't see them winning. I just don't see them winning the 5v5, so I feel like they should try and force 1v1s, 2v1s, more than a full-on team push.
Absolutely. And it's all about adapting on the fly. How good can you be in the moment? Can you take down a top professional team? Can you take down some of the best players in the game? And the history that these players have, you got to be able to show up. And I know it's game 1 or game 2. I know it's the first series that these players might be playing here this weekend, but you still want to come out hot and show that you got what it takes. 11-6 is Pentagram across the board, even Steven for everyone else on EG. And I believe Exotic, just an assist away from earning that Tempest. And if they get first blood, you're going to call that in. Apathy attacks a couple. Here comes the stun, and here comes the flood.
There's two. Exotic now has Tempest. He's probably going to pop it right away. It's a 5v3 for EG. We do expect them to take this, but we did see a defuse last round. Noobs finds one, but the Tempest is popped, and that is the round. EG able to clutch that offense.
And as soon as that Tempest was popped, it was just about flooding. Apathy stayed alive. Exotic almost shot him in the back. But the man of the hour, the #1 player in that SMD has to be Exotic. The amount of two pieces he was able to collect on offsites, on the ability of the rotational fights falling in his favor, the clutch plays when it comes to taking back that offense, it was perfect from him. He was able to find so many kills on the fly, so many two pieces that opened things up in the round. You have to be looking at that as a crucial factor for their Game 2 victory.
Exotic was just playing around his team so well, and that's where that really good teamwork comes in and all that practice. I mean, he was constantly around teammates. He was never by himself picking those up. He was playing around his teammates, knowing who was watching where and who was watching over him, and able to get those kills, and in the end, gain his specialist.
Now, Carnage put up a good fight. That's nothing to say against them. The S&D was relatively close, but moving into our control, again, another respawn situation where you have to be looking at the likes of EG to be able to close it out. And just the fact that their respawn has been so strong. I know we say it a bunch of times today, but looking at it, you know, E6, Midnight, they came in. The hard point does tell a lot for a lot of this series. It tells how the respawn might play, and it hasn't been disappointing to say the least in terms of our predictions, right? The respawns have not been as close as they should be, but again, that's where these upper echelon level of teams really shine, and that's where EG can close the series out 3-0. It may be another quick 3-0, it may not. We can only wait to see how it works.
No, I agree. And Carnage, they obviously started to show up in that S&D, and that's where you kind of get that hope, and you're like, okay, these S&D kids are making their moves, but the thing is, whenever they were on offense, they forced that 5 push, like I said, and I just don't see them winning that 5v5, not yet at least, unless they can get their trades out. But on defense, they played it so well, you know, they would get that information, they would back up, they'd play the retake or wait for their teammates, and I wish I would have saw that sort of play on the offense.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can bounce back into our Game 3 control. When we come right back from this commercial break, we'll have EG versus Carnage on control. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Gridlock Control coming up next. I can't wait. Let's hop into Game 3. Al, you doing okay?
I didn't expect you to do it with me.
I mean, I don't care. Countdowns, whatever. We're doing it. But EG versus Carnage going into Gridlock for control. We got to be looking. We've seen a lot of this map today, and I'll tell you one thing. The ARs have been prominent, to say the least, and I think that's where this could really turn into a hot 3-0. If Carnage isn't careful, Allie, you broke it down a little bit in S&D. I want to talk to you about Carnage's capabilities coming into this map 3 if they're going to try to push it the distance. What do they have to do? Is it the fact that their AR pressure hasn't been there? Do they need more subs up front? Who do they have to stop? What is it from them you need to see?
I definitely think their subs have honestly been up there. I mean, you see Pentagram making noise on the map. I don't know so much about needing AR pressure. What I'm hoping for in this control is to see a little bit more of surprising plays, if that makes sense. So how people will go to B sometimes, because usually a hard counter A.
Yeah.
I want to see Carnage kind of play with that a little bit. And it looks like we are going to see a 5-hit on EG, though. Unfortunately, Carnage was expecting B, so they are across the map, but they are going to push up and spawn, so hopefully if their teammates can get a couple picks, they'll make some noise back there.
That could not have gone faster. But again, Carnage doing the right play, staying off, not really challenging inside the site, waiting for them to come to B. Accuracy does get the final tick, and we'll close it out. And now we move through mid. Well, JCap snapping perfect shots from him. As he hits the reload, still a life advantage in favor of Carnage. But with 2:07, they're moving their way towards B. Let's see what they can do.
And pay attention to Exotic on your minimap. He actually pushed the back, expecting people to be in the spawn. He does get taken down, though, by Destiny, who was ready for him in a corner. We're on board with JCap, who also gets taken down. So now we're all coming off a spawn, you know? And you know from where you're spawning that there's people pushed up. And so you have to try and get those kills first, but they do have 2 minutes to work with, so they can play it slow, you know? But EG is down 5 lives, which is not something you expect.
So they're kind of scouting. If you take a look at your minimap, EG is waiting for something to unfold at B. If they're able to get a couple of trades through, then they'll start moving forward. But everyone else coming off of spawn, your job is to watch the mid cut. If anyone floods through, stop that flank and keep spawns in your favor, so that way you can continue to flood onto B. And now they have the numbers to work with. They won all the trades, and as they move in, Charles has to go huge. Pentagram shutting things down at mid, but you have to back him off of the point.
I definitely wish Noob stayed alive there on top wood. Unfortunately, he gave himself away a little bit too early and was taken down by Attach after a not too hot stun, but we're going to see EG try and get into B at this point, which is honestly, they're 5-hitting the front, and there's like 3 or 4 spawning in the back for Carnage right now, so if they 3-stack at this moment, could start taking this point very, very quickly, but you can see that they're kind of skeptical. They're expecting someone to be behind them, but here comes Carnage's push, and if they don't win this push here, EG will take the map very, very quickly.
JCap almost snaps onto another, but they flood through post. You have to think EG's going to be able to respond to that. They do have 2 ticks there. Working on the third. This may be a very quick first round, as it is contested for now. Apathy has 2 to the left. Here comes the nade. It takes him out. Pentagram with a nice hit, and finally 2 more fall. Exotic and Attach. Blue in your kill feed. Still a 3 life deficit. Make that 4, but they have found themselves inside of the point each and every time, and Carnage is failing to push them out.
Attach has been in that hill the entire time. He's been contesting it the entire time. He did just get taken down by a double from Vicious and a double from Noobs. Don't know if Vicious meant for that car to blow up, but that's a clean sweep of EG. Suddenly it's looking a little more dangerous. Looks like they only have 1 more very good push to try and finish that B cap, but Attach was staying alive, which was so important because it wasn't letting that tick go down. He was playing his life in there, but fortunately for Carnage, they came through.
And it's a big hold from Carnage. You basically, like you said, had 1 more huge push from EG. I know that you probably had about 2 or 3 lives to give, but you don't want to play the life advantage. You just want to go and try to close out the round. But Carnage holding strong, 13-1. They kept EG from flooding in and finding the trades, and because of that, they will take round number 1 here in game 3, and they are looking to bring themselves back into this series, if not the game itself. Let's see if they can do it. But on the other side, that's just a dangerous situation looking if you're a Carnage fan, right? EG comes in, they're not explosive into the point. They kind of sit around, they wait for the trades to come in, and it took a lot. It took a whole lot of resources from Carnage to break them out of that spot, and because they did that, it kind of worries me a little bit. Once streaks start coming in, once specialists come in, what can Carnage do to bounce back? What can they do to stop EG?
I do agree, even though they won the round, it is kind of making it worrisome for the rest, but I will say it was so cool to watch them just give up A and play all those exits and get those kills, and suddenly they had this huge life advantage, and like they weren't even worried that A was gone. They were like, we'll defend B, whatever, it's fine. But it looks like they are going to try to get B now. EG with a hard counter.
Well, Apathy takes out 2. Attach and Accuracy make that another couple. 28-25, they have a 3-kill difference. And finally, EG will get that kill count in their possession. Now it's a 5-man hit over to A, and I believe that EG recognizes it as well, because you have JCap and Exotic ready and waiting. Exotic gets all 3.
My God.
He takes out the entire team except for 2. Looking for one more. Pentagram shuts him down, and with all of that happening, yes, they finally get themselves back into A. But that was a little bit scary for a moment. But Carnage, resilient, holding strong, and they're now on the point.
I love that Carnage, they spawned very close to A, and obviously that usually means someone is pushed up in your spawn. If you look on your minimap, accuracy is deep in the back right of the spawn. Now what that does is forcefully spawn Carnage very close to A site, which obviously could be bad in a situation that they get it, but he's going to get every spawn kill that comes off it. He's going to continue to force them to spawn that side. They're not going to spawn anywhere close to B, so they have complete control of the front side of their spawn right now, and Carnage will have to start worrying about that in a second when they start dying in EvilGeniuses spawn.
There was a couple of nades invested, but still, the life count in favor of EG. They did challenge in showers, but they elected to give it up once it was taken, and now moving towards the back of mid. They want to make sure they lock down anybody rotating out. Pentagram immediately shuts down Exotic, and now we have a tied kill count. Let's see if it can actually unfold into another cap at B. Carnage looking to push on in. And I believe that Charles still is hovering around mid, looking for Exotic on the outside, but still roaming around as accuracy. And look how far out accuracy currently is, and this could be a danger for Spawns if he's not able to come back and find a couple kills.
Hopefully accuracy doesn't get terrible timing here. You see Charles is hunting for him. He knows he's there, and he's trying to find him because it causes a problem for his teammates spawning all the way back of old. He's still hunting for him, and accuracy is just waiting. They have no idea where he is, and that's just running the clock. There's 50 seconds. Looks like Carnage has decided to push mid, which was their best option. They're in the boxes. They can get kills here. They can push on the B side and have control of EvilGeniuses spawn.
JCap slides in, side of post. He's able to find 2, looking for another. Couple of kills do fall, but it isn't a third for him. Attach is there. Still plenty of time, and by time, I really just mean kills. I mean, you can play the trades and easily get away with this one. They do find themselves in, stopping the clock at 28, but it is all blue in the kill feed. EvilGeniuses is able to connect on a couple. Apathy with another 2. JCap with a third. Goodbye, trophy system. It's not close, and it looks like they're going to be able to take this round.
Apathy's flank there was so important. I mean, he pushed from the back. His teammates made noise in the front and just started shooting Carnage in the back. So now it's a 10v4. Looks like this will go to the side of EvilGeniuses. And as usual, in control, it looks like we're just going to have to see, who takes an offense at this point, because their defenses are obviously very strong. So it's just who can make that extra push to take an offense, and that's when we're going to see specialists come in, especially into this next round. Yeah,
and I generally am curious as to which side it's going to be, right? EvilGeniuses comes in, they take A right off the rip. They aren't contested. And on the other side, Carnage come in, they take A right off the rip as well, but they were contested for a good amount of that. So does it come down to just the decision-making between Carnage saying we don't want to play that fight, or EG wanting to be overly aggressive? Who knows? But like you said, it's going to come down to the offensive round. Many times we talk about the fact that defense can hold so strong, even with the life count being a detriment. But here, it's really been the offense that's been able to come through and sometimes find the right plays, but it hasn't connected with a win just yet. It's been all defense. Let's see what they can do. But again, they think they're going B. EG, they're sitting up home right today.
I'm actually shocked that so many people are blind countering B today, because that's not a typical thing. I mean, obviously you're kind of like, oh, they're going to catch us off guard and go B, but EG is obviously just taking advantage of that and going straight towards A and capping it just like they did in the first round. But Carnage, once again, we might see this beautiful defense on B again out of them.
Yeah, and not only that, well, we're getting close to some of the specialists across the board. TAC 5 boosted, Attach, JCap will get the benefit of it. Apathy does have the slam. Noobs will get that Tempest in just a couple of moments, and Attach has the War Machine. So this is a situation where if you want to take this round, maybe invest one specialist. Going past that could be a little bit dangerous if you feel like you're not having a good footing on the game.
EG is wolfpacking very, very well in the spawn of Carnage, and that is pulling them away from the B site to try and get them out of their spawn, because now if they keep pushing up the way they are, Carnage is going to start spawning more towards where the A site was, as you just saw Pentagram do. So if they can get the kills here, which it looks like they are, they could very quickly cap this, but Carnage is answering right back. They're very, very close, but I mean, it's a 2v5. Pentagram, can he get one? No. JCap gets the lightning, and now it looks like this is 100% going to go the way to VG.
Yeah, and if you can get the second tick, then if you get pushed off, maybe that lightning comes into play, but this is where you invest at least one specialist. Maybe you pull out the TAC 5, maybe you pull out at least the Tempest, but They're able to do it without it, and this is the situation, right? This is the situation that gets a little scary. You're going into round number 4. EG, you have all of your specialists still available. All it takes is one hold. It just takes one hold to push off Carnage from the site. You pop those specialists. You still have Tempest, I believe War Machine to work with as well. This is where you can completely wipe them off the map.
I mean, that was the offense. You know, Carnage just let that go so easy. You know, we saw such a beautiful defense the first time. It's not going to work every single round. And EG took advantage of that. And now they have streaks. They have specialists. Look on the side of Carnage. They might have, I think, 2 or 3 specialists. But, I mean, everything's going the way of EG right now.
They have 2, almost 3, with Noobs being the 3rd. Accuracy getting close to the vision. You have Slam, you have Tempest, you have War Machine, you have 3 streaks as well. This could spell disaster for Carnage, but right off the rip, again, going right to A. It's been the story so far. Pentagram slides in, they take out Attach, and he was the lone ranger there. Now that he's out of the equation, they're going to cap A, and I don't believe anyone's going to really get close to that.
I'm sorry I didn't notice Attach also is fully streaked out. So there's 3 streaks on the side of EG. This is probably going to be an incredibly comfortable round for them. They could give up A and just fully use streaks on the B site and make it easy for them. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Only 1 difference in life count right now, but I mean, Carnage is still trying to cap A. They haven't even capped A yet. There's a minute left. I mean, EG's not even there. It finally gets capped, but now you have to worry about the streaks and the specialists because I believe only Exotic had invested his Tempest.
I love this play from EG, pushing up towards Showers and watching the cut through mid. You basically keep everyone in your line of sight. If you're able to pick up a couple of kills, fantastic. You stop them off spawn. But if you don't, not a worry. You back up. I believe they did invest one of the specialists, aptly called in the Slam, so it took out 1. But here come the streaks. So the Lightning gets called in. JCap isolating players at mid. Attach calls in the War Machine. They're investing everything here. And just with 145 left and not a huge life deficit, I don't know if this is the right play, Allie.
I guess no flak was called out on the side of Carnage. I don't know if that was a communication issue, but they also have Boar now as well and Tempest on the side of Carnage, and we need to see those invested now. They were getting funneled through Showers constantly, and they kept pushing there, and now we're going to see a streak come out of spawn from Attach. Doesn't look like it catches anybody. It does forces them inside, though, and EG has that information of where they went to hide. I mean, EG look like they're taking control of this, but Carnage is answering right back. I mean, they have 2 ticks in. The life advantage is only about 2 or 3 on the side of EG. War Machine has been popped, but it didn't kill anybody, and now it's been wasted.
They've burned 3 specialists and 2 streaks to essentially only have a 5-kill lead, so that might be the closing factor for them, but still you have a tick on to B. 118, plenty of time to work with, but you got to get the kill count back in control for Carnage. Let's see if they can get a 5-man hit over to the site, and it looks like Exotic is ready and waiting. He takes out Vicious off the side screen, looking for one more. Pentagram shuts him down. Here comes the flood from Carnage. Apathy in the back, looking for a straggler, and that straggler would be Vicious, but still, this could spell disaster for EG if they're not able to close this round out.
I don't know if I like this push from Carnage from all of them hitting the deep back, because all that's doing is forcing EG to spawn directly on the B site, and that's not what you want. You know, you need to get that last tick on B. You're already down lives. Like, you shouldn't be trying to play these kills right now. You should try to be playing a single good push, but it doesn't look like that's what they're doing. And as expected, they get cleaned out of spawn. Now suddenly they're spawning incredibly deep when EG is just 2 seconds away from getting back onto B site. But Tempest will be popped, finds accuracy. Teammate watching over him, though, doesn't look like he'll get taken down just yet. He is 75 off streak. He will be playing that. He will find the Lightning. It is a 13 versus 5. Not like accuracy truly needs the Lightning at this point, but you never know.
Well, you could have backed up and just used those streaks. You have the Hellstorm, you have the Lightning. There's plenty to work with. We gave them crap for it earlier. Well, now they've bounced back and they have the streaks. 20 seconds, only 3 left alive. This is all EG. Everything going right for them, and they're going to close this game out. Not a chance. That ambulance might be your best bet for cover, but still, only so much you can do. JCap with the final kill. And EG close out their first series here at COD Champs with a hot 3-0. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes it's as good as that.
It was looking promising for a second. Once that B site started to get capped a little bit, I was like, okay, Carnage can do this. They can stay inside. If the streaks ever get invested, maybe they won't get invested.
Specialists, streaks. I mean, we went through 3 streaks, 3 specialists before they finally got the Hellstorm or Lightning back. But it was scary for a minute. You only had 5 kills difference. It was a little bit scary, but EG able to clutch up, and they take that series 3-0. On the other side, Carnage, there was a lot of promising factors. But, again, it's kind of been the story for a lot of these amateur teams coming into today. the teamwork needs a little bit more. You need
Yeah.
a little more firepower, whether that's aggression, whether that's team shots, whatever the case may be. Go over your VOD if you can. Get a day to rest up, possibly tonight, group up as a team, figure out what went wrong, and try again tomorrow. But you got to do a little bit better because these, even some of the lower seeded pro teams, they are still some of the best players in the world. You got to come full strength.
I agree, and watching EG, I mean, if you just pay attention, of course, to the mini-map, you see each player is trusting their teammate to watch a certain lane. Every single one of them knows what the other person's watching. They trust to have their back. You'll see team shots here, and then they'll completely give it up to their teammate to go make another fight somewhere else, and I just don't see that coming out of a team like Carnage Gaming, not yet. I expect those types of players to win their 1v1s. I can see them doing that, even 2v1s, but their team shots are just not there.
Yeah, and with everything that's happened today, let's get a quick idea of how our pools actually look at COD Champs. Well, on your screen, of course, A through D, we have E United and Celtic. We know they're up 1-0. Elevate and RBL did drop their first series. Of course, the biggest surprises today, LG and Gen.G. Currently, Gen.G on your screen at 0-1 in Group B. Team War did fall earlier to Enigma 6. E6 is playing currently. We'll get an update for that match when we can. FaZe Clan and Units come out, and they take both series respectively. Mazer, kind of a surprise that they did drop their game. I believe it was a Game 5. But on the other side, let's move all the way towards the rest of our pools. Yeah, the rest of the alphabets. Like, you know, E through H, and nothing exists after that. But you called it. Singularity. Taking out LG. I believe it was 3-0. Yep. So you said it in Miami. You said, look, this is a team to look out for. They've come in, and I believe they are currently up, I believe, in another match as well. But either way, Luminosity dropping down 0-3. And yes, losing some of these matches, Ali, it's not as important. But the thing that is scary is the map count. That's where it comes in play. Because if you have to go for a tiebreaker and you're 0-3, you got a lot of work to make up.
Oh, no, I agree. And, like, that's scary to see a team like Singularity 3-0. LG, that's just, their expectations went from, like, pretty average to, like, through the roof. So that is a team to look out for. And looking at the rest of our pools, I mean, I think they're going pretty much as expected compared to our A through D pools. I mean, you got EG and Optic Gaming at the top of their group G, 100 Thieves and Midnight at the top of their group, and Splice and Heretics at the top of theirs. So I feel like the rest of our pools have kind of gone as expected. We have had a couple of upsets today, but good to see a couple predictions are going to be right.
Some predictions are working out okay. I think the biggest one really was Gen.G, I think, across the board. LG maybe could have been up in the air, but the Gen.G one kind of threw everyone off a little bit. Of course, it's still pools in day one, so there's plenty of time to bounce back. And for all you Optic Gaming fans, yes, they're still alive. They won a map. They won a map, so they've done 1,000% better than they did at Miami. So congratulations to Optic Gaming. You guys are still in the tournament. But with all of that said, it's just been a hectic day, and that's one of the best parts about Champs. It's so unpredictable. So many things happen that either we didn't predict, we didn't plan for, or players just didn't show up or overperformed that we didn't expect. You can only wait and see how it's going to work out.
I'm really excited to see all these AM teams playing these pro players because it's something we haven't watched in a bit, and it's happy to kind of see it happening again and seeing all these upsets make things a little more interesting and a little less predictable as today has been.
Well, it's been fantastic to be here on Delta. Of course, we have Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie on the other stations. But before we get into the next series, we're going to throw to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we have more faces on this side, more games for you guys. Call of Duty all day, every day for the rest of the week. It's been COD Champs. It's been fantastic to be here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.